Captain Jeff here, with 10 proven steps for effective leadership. Before I begin, hey Cooper, I think this is great. Hello, Captain Jeff here again, with perspectives on bullying, part 3. Bullies. If you're a bully, you must understand that your social actions are immature and your negotiating strategies are flawed. You may find it enjoyable at the moment to control somebody weaker than you or an easier target, and you may get some short-term gratification from causing somebody else pain. But your actions have lifelong effects on your victim and you. Your game is dangerous and often backfires. Either bullies become victims themselves, or once they mature, suffer great regret issues that will affect them in many activities they attempt. Bullies often disassociate themselves from the pain they cause their victims, and to avoid their own frailties. Bullies may not realize the depth of pain their victims feel, emotional and physical. The utter degradation and the embarrassment felt by their victims may cause those victims irreparable psychological damage, and even considerations of suicide, especially in young teen females. Victims may consider their weaknesses as being repugnant to peers and in the eyes of people that they respect and love. These weaknesses brought about by the bullying. Bullies, on the other hand, do not often associate themselves with this extreme personal pain and do not consider the possibility of well-deserved jail time for their violent or coercive actions that have resulted in injury or even suicide. Although some young boys and girls find many reasons for becoming bullies, in my opinion, they are reacting to a few basic environmental factors. One factor is that they have poor adult models at home, at school, or in the community. Another factor is that punishments delivered at school or elsewhere are often given to both aggressor and victim alike and in equal measure. In the eyes of some bullies, this unjust equality in punishment can become a statement of acceptance for their actions. The third, and it's related, is that the models that they do have are often negative. Who are the models in the following scenario? After school, a latchkey child arrives home to a vacant house, gets him or herself a poor bit of convenient food, and sits down to a television program without any adult supervision. The program being watched is a cartoon in which the little animal gets crunched only to show up again in the next clip, no worse for wear. The child learns that the interaction between people is 100%, and good or bad doesn't make a difference. The child, a bully at school, has disassociated him or herself from the pain, both physical and of loss, of their school target. This was modeled by his or her entering their vacant home, lack of adult supervision in the home, and the aggressive cartoon character whose actions have not resulted in any obvious pain to its victim. The bully does not understand or internalize what this pain means to his or her victim. He or she had received no individual punishment at school and may have experienced additional gratification over establishing some control over the victim by causing greater distress and gaining bragging rights as his or her victim was equally punished. The school administration demonstrated that there is no modeling for justice, only shared pain and punishment. which led to additional pain for the poor victim and additional gratification for the bully. If you bully others, stop. It's time to become more mature and recognize that your actions negatively affect others and that you also will suffer in the future once you do mature. Bullying is not an adult thing, although adults do it. Instead, it's a mark of immaturity, self-centeredness, lack of compassion. Those who follow bullies share their failings. As I said, adults also bully, generally because they have poor negotiating techniques themselves. The difference between the adult and the adolescent is in the victim. The adult victim has established coping techniques over time, which the student victim will also be able to do to help deal with the bullying environment, thereby negating that environment. I hope you've found this discussion helpful. If you have, press like it below, and if you wish more and more in-depth chat and a presentation, please join us at our members button below. Thank you.